taking a look at the Denver school system's relationship with the asthma epidemic also means looking at sources that may be a factor in the growth of asthma. According to National Jewish Health, we really do not know what the cause of asthma is. There are some connections to be made between children born to parents of asthma as a possible cause, as 40% of children born to parents of asthma will develop the condition, but this is only one route. Still, the factors are so mixed that it is impossible to identify one single cause. Instead, when talking about asthma, we should look to what are called triggers. These are factors that either can be linked to the development of asthma or to an asthma attack. Again, while we cannot blame the disease on any one of these factors individually, there's consensus that these factors are contributed with the rise in the number of asthma cases. Potential triggers include allergies, secondhand tobacco smoke, and most importantly for this story, air pollution. There are some accepted facts that can guide our study. The first is the connection between childhood and asthma development. According to the Center for Disease Control, between 1980 and 1994, asthma rates increased by 160% in youth. In addition, 9 million children are currently diagnosed with asthma. This is the primary reason that this story focuses specifically on schools in the city of Denver. Not only do schools serve the vulnerable groups affected by asthma, but they are also places where children are required by law to be during the day. Schools then offer the opportunity to study locations that are used by students affected by asthma and who are at risk for asthma, but also places where the ability to choose attendance is limited. According to the EPA, studies have identified exposure zones for traffic-related air pollution in the range of 50 to 1,500 meters. This means that schools located within this pollution zone are exposed to the emissions produced by stagnant traffic on highways. This map shows the location of every school in the city of Denver. At first glance, we can see a concentration of schools around the major roadways, like I-70 and I-25. This makes sense as the convenience of dropping a child off at school is increased when the school is located along the drive into work. This also makes sense for school buses, which seem to be efficient at picking up students in a short period of time. This map has added a buffer of a half mile around each of the major roadways, roads with congestion over 10,000 vehicles per hour. From this we can see that many of Denver's schools fall into that buffer zone. In fact, 74 of Denver's 190 schools, or 39%, are built within a half mile of a highway. 35,578 children attend these schools and therefore are exposed to the side effects of highway pollution. What makes the statistics so alarming are the real effects that exposure can have both in and out of the classroom. In terms of overall health, respiratory issues like asthma have been linked with increased exposure. Children are uniquely at risk. Children have shown to inhale almost 3 times the amount of inhalants as adults, and these same children are also exposed to more particles in their outside activities, like recess. Asthma is one of the major issues that can affect short and long-term health of a child, and many other issues do not appear on until later due to the long nature of the long-term exposure. In the classroom, chronic issues like asthma can play a large factor in hindering educational achievement. Asthma is the leading cause of missed class days due to chronic illness, and in total around 15 million school days are missed by children due to asthma-related issues every single year in the United States of America. But the consequences of asthma are not only affected by children in these cases. A day off from school can mean a parent missing work to take care of a sick child, or any of the other factors that go into having a child stay home from school.